First step, we're going to trace. This is a little tricky to trace because the dotted line is not straight all the way across the sheet. It changes direction right at this point right here. So you'll need to trace from the middle along one line and then move the ruler just a little bit and trace that way. So this end can be a little wider and it gets narrower as the marble comes down this end. That makes the takeoff point a little narrower, so it's a little more consistent each time when it jumps off. I'm going to cut out around the edge, and we're going to cut on each of these short solid lines. We're going to bend these backwards so that the ink stays on the outside. I'm going to bend each of these. I can do all of them at once like that. Just like that, should be bendable. Make sure all these cuts reached all the way down to the dotted line so that it is bendable like this. Next, we're going to tape it together so that the little pattern gets covered. Use small pieces of tape like this. Just like that. So you put a small piece of tape onto a corner that does not have the pattern on it. And then I line it up with one that does have a pattern so that it covers it up just barely. Then I push it down. And then I push it over to the other side. Alright, here's a close-up. Put a piece of tape on one corner. Just like that. Line it up so it covers up the pattern just barely. Then you push that down, pinch that down out of here. Then I'm going to push it around to the other side just like that. You can do that for one side and then turn it over and do all the ones on the other side. And there you have a completed jump. Here we have a jump attached to a box turn, and I've rested it on a shelf and I used a bracket to hold it in place. You could also rest it on top of a beam if you prefer.